WNBL season kicks off on October 9th, but this weekend the Bendigo Spirit have some pre-season matches lined up. We thought it'd be a good chance to see how the team's looking and have a chat with the new coach, Simon Pritchard, who joins me on the phone now. Good morning, Simon.
Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Definitely
8 degrees here at the Eagle Hawk YMCA.
What are you doing at the YMCA in Eagle Hawk?
We're just doing some shooting. We've got some girls who work today. So Heather Oliver's got to go to work, so she's in shooting early. And we've got a couple of the other girls in here shooting as well. So we're feeling the 8 degrees, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, it'll get you running and working hard. That's a good thing. Hey, how is the team shaping up as you head into the season?
Oh, well, look, we're probably a little bit underdone. We've only had a week together with our whole team. So we had our third training last night. So a little bit underdone, but I mean, that's pre-season. That's the whole idea of getting away on the weekend and getting 2 games in against Melbourne Boomers and Perth Lynx. And
what have you got a game plan for the pre-season, or you just let it unfold?
No, we really need to concentrate on some of our offensive structure this weekend. So we're really having a good look at the girls. So there's an assessment part to it. You know, I want to have a look at what skills they bring, and particularly our new girls, and how we can combine them together. So I mean, it takes a little bit of time to do that. So and I want to have a look at the whole squad this weekend. So everyone's going to get on the court. We're not really playing for sheep stations.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of the team, how cohesive is it looking? You've got obviously the core players still on board, and then a few newies.
Ashley Spencer's come in, Joy Burke. We've had Karen Harrington, who's a local girl who hasn't played with the Spirit for a while. She played in Adelaide last year. So we've got to combine those girls. But the thing about our girls is that they're a really, really good group. We spent some time with Standout Advantage, Gary Dooley, organising our structure this week as well. So it was on top of the training. So I'm pretty confident in terms of harmony and working together. We've got really, really a good, strong base to work with. So I'm interested to see how the games unfold. I mean, that's the reason we play the games. If we thought that we knew the result, we wouldn't play them.
A lot is made of Kirsty Harrah's work on the court as point guard, and it really is as a bit of a coach out on the side. Do you think she'll be missed?
Absolutely, she'll be missed. I mean, Christy's just been such a dominant figure in the WNBL and an adornment to the game, and just fantastic decision making. You know, she's a great player. So yeah, there's definitely a hole to fill there. But then there's generational change. That's just the nature of sport.
But is there somebody on court who's going to be able to, I guess, do all that encouragement, get the girls revved up?
Oh yes, I mean the role will now go to Kelly Wilson. You know, she did the job for a lot of the time last year, because Christy only played, I think, 6 games last year.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Kelly had a dominant game in the semi-final against Sydney last year. He had 32 points and led the team really well. So, no, we've certainly got someone who's going to step up. But how that unfolds, well, you don't know till you play the games.
And you mentioned Joy Burke there before, another important. She's played for Chinese Taipei and various other overseas as well. What do you think she'll bring to the team?
Well, Gabe went to the basket last night and had the ball rammed back down her throat. So, that's the change. We've got a nice dominant big at training, so that's going to help us. The league is very big this year. Sydney have recruited with bigs. Canberra, we're going to have a big, and Townsville are big. So she's just going to dominate and rebound and change people's shots. And she's very, very quick as well. So although she's 6'5", she's very quick, so she can get from one end to the other really, really quickly. So we'll look to take advantage of her ability to be tall but a sprinter.
Simon, you've come across from the Canberra Capitals, where you were assistant coach to Carrie Graf. What have you learned from her?
Oh, look, the thing that stands out the most with Graffy is the commercialisation of the game, the business stuff. And I suppose that ties in pretty well with what we've got to do here and engaging with the community. I mean, I really enjoyed my time here so far in Bendigo. It's a beautiful place, and the people just riding behind the team. It's just amazing. So Graffy's really taught me about how to commercialise and make sure that the community's involved, and I suppose it's finding the sponsors and keeping the program sustainable.
All right. And what are your hopes for these pre-season matches over the weekend? What are you hoping you'll gain from it?
First thing is no one gets injured.
Yeah.
We can't afford any injuries this year, but other than injuries. Look, we're just hoping that we can start to combine together and get the newer girls playing with the older girls. A slightly different change in structure, so I'm trying to get them to run a little bit faster in terms of getting from offence to defence and defence to offence. So if we can achieve some quicker transition between the two and get out of that any injuries, I'll be very happy.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, I know one of the things that you said when you first came into the job was that you wanted to get a development group going. How's that looking?
Well, those girls are at school at the moment, so until they finish, they're all of school age. So until they finish school, there's not a great deal doing on the court, with the exception that this weekend the Ballarat girls, there's a couple of Abby Sutherland, who's from Hamilton, and Taylor Wynn, who's from Ballarat. They're going to come and sit in at our games. They'll be in behind the scenes, seeing what it takes to prepare a WNBL team. They're going to sit on the bench and start to just put themselves through that program, and then later on through the Christmas holidays and the next 6 to 8 weeks, we'll start doing some individual training with them.
But how important is it to foster that when we're looking ahead into future seasons?
Oh, it's incredibly important because we're looking for regional players. We're looking for the best regional talent we can find anywhere in Victoria. And so for us, the earlier we get them an appetite for that, the more likely they're going to be working towards that goal. So it's really about introducing them to that as early as possible, and then them going, right, this is something I really want to do, and that motivates them to do the hours and the grind. I mean, there's a grind to get to that level and be a great sportsman. All
right. Good luck with the pre-season matches, and we'll catch up and do a regular preview during the season.
I look forward to talking to you during the season, and I'll try and get some girls in as well. So I'll try and get into the studio at some stage and bring some girls in with me.
That'd be great. Excellent. Thanks for your time, Simon.
Thanks, Joe.
Cheers. That's Simon Pritchard there. He's the coach of the Bendigo Spirit, the WNBL side, of course, and pre-season matches this weekend, including Ballarat and Traralgon. But the season itself does kick off on the 9th of October. That's Friday, and they're away for the first couple of matches up at southeast Queensland, first on the Friday, and then Townsville on the Saturday. So a couple of away matches to kick things off.